138. Wow, what a week. Friday night live. I'll do all sorts of cuttings now. No, that's not going to happen. This is raw and uncut, as you know. This will be my 1 hour Friday night or weekend stream. That will be for 1 hour. Now, you can see at the bottom of this side here. Oh, it's on this side, yeah. Okay, this screen that you're seeing, that's a game called Stonehearth. I play it. This is my world. It's called Baconism. It's actually quite funny. I have got all these mods, so I'm gonna use it. Was saved, lead to unexpected errors or crashes. I had to put this here because I'm gonna link the people that make this video, make this game to fix this. How, you know, you can add certain things, certain mods to the game, because I like this game. I think you will too, if you like, you know, strategic building things, economy wise and all of that. Well, actually there's no economy to it, because at the moment, even when you play multiplayer, they've forgotten to do proper trades. I was playing with one of these guys. I don't know whether he's going to be on later or not, but he could basically just take my things, which is weird, right? Anyway, I'm gonna continue and see how it goes. Yeah, so one of the key things I'm going to talk about today is the Grange TV's latest episode. Man, the ending. Those two are funny. Fab and Rob. It's Fab would be my age, and Rob is young, so you know, he does look up to him, and Fab's a good guy, so yeah, they have a good relationship, and I see that in class. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you've just watched this video, hang on, let me just get rid of this screen on the left side of the right side, or in your case left. Onto YouTube. I'm starting to run out of things to say. No, actually I don't, because I was watching Dan Mace's video today. Another super talented video producer. I have to think that through, because I'm really trying not to say ahs and ums in every time I make these types of streams. Why do I do that? I don't know. I just like to have an end game, or a lesson that will, you know, help me come to, oh no, not help me, but develop me. See, I just did it again. But anyway, Dan Mace's video was freaking awesome. What was it called? New York Musical. He did these things. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it below. I better write that down, because I actually forget. Because straight after doing videos or whatnot, I either get sidetracked and do something else, or, you know, what was it? Dan Mace's video. Dan Mace. Link below. 138. Episode 138. Man, it's really hard. I have to say this, guys. Producing YouTube videos and trying to find things that, you know, you as the audience wants to hear and watch. And I can tell you, I think sometimes I am wasting your time, and I'm sorry about that. You know, it's it's a learning curve. And also, I have to juggle you guys with my life. Like the things that allows me to pay for, like the internet service, the equipment, the computer, my lighting, electricity, things like that. I have to basically supply this. No one pays me for this. I don't get a lot of views. So what's happening is that it's actually me supporting your entertainment, if you get entertained or not. Um, that's why I always say subscribe if you haven't already, because there's got to be an end goal, and it's like an achievement. It's like a game, like this, like this, when you're building things and all that. And I'm trying to be astute with my time, with what I do and all that. There has to be an end game, so making content again comes back to how hard it is. Well, what's happening? What's going on? It says there's an enemy, but where's this enemy? Oh, it's right there. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. He's doing his own thing. But when you really think about it, what happens is that you have this memorandum of understanding that... No. Sorry, I got distracted. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Let me just get this straight, because I am... Lane Carvard is starving. What? What is going on here? Hang on, wait, what? Wait a second. Okay, sorry guys, I have to fix this, because does that mean my cook is not making food? Oh, she's not making food. Uh-oh. That's not good. Where is that? Cookcraft menu. Yes, so here it is. Finally, she's making it. Woo! Needs yeast. Oh my gosh, where is yeast? Priority this. Prioritize. Where's the yeast? There's the yeast. Oh my gosh, it needs wild mushrooms. Where the hell do I get wild mushrooms? Anyway, don't worry. What is this anyway? What is this? Cornbread. Well, cornbread has really changed its ingredients. Let's get rid of that. We don't have that. Alright, carrots. Alright, now rabbit feed. Why are we making rabbit feed? I don't know. But anyway, let's stop that. I'm getting distracted. I was talking about funding, or lack thereof. Now, I'm not blaming you guys, because talking about my viewers, watch my shenanigans when I do filmings around the place. I might not come across it, but there are times when I can be shy, and one of my phobias is I'm kind of claustrophobic in terms of crowds. I don't know what the psychological term for it, but basically, when I was a kid, I went to this concert in my hometown in the Philippines, and I was with my sister. We were, watching the show, and I was only about 6 years old. And for some reason, when the show finished, as we were walking out, in the Philippines, people just don't care at that time. They just walk out. And I tripped. And all these people were just like, because it's like a big rush, man, in a crowd. Everyone's going one direction. So there's like that force. I got trampled on. So ever since then, I have not been comfortable when there's a lot of people around me. I get kinda, like hyped up. I do, because it's it's a scary thought. Well, it does for me anyway. So that's why I'm saying that's my phobia. Does not mean that I've not tried to face it, because that would just be crazy. And I've tried very hard. Anyway, news today: Space Force, or not really. No, actually, how was Australia's game against Denmark? Wow, that was awesome, eh? I just have to say one thing. Tim Cahill should have been on. Man, I bet you in that last 10 minutes when Azzarini, is that his name? Correct me if I'm wrong, comment below. But I wish he was submitted in. That would probably have been a different story, but that's okay. Hopefully, our coach, now I'm not saying I know the coach, but you know what? I think it would have been better to put him on yesterday or last night, because what happens is that when Peru is on, there'll be a bigger pressure for him to put him on, and perform. For the two players, for the two people, the coach and Tim Cahill, man, legends. Awesome. What a game. I loved how when Jedi Knack came and used the Force to score the goal for Australia. That was mad, man. It was a good game, and it was great that at the time when I watched it, I was in the lounge room with I took out a mattress and I slept there last night, because you just gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but yeah. So I thought it was great. Now, back to my story with, what was I talking about? Why did I even come up with the crowd? Like I talked about the crowd and I discussed that I was claustrophobic over it. Oh yes, and because of that, what happens is when there's a lot of people around me, and I'm talking about when I'm YouTubing in the street and all that, it kind of makes me anxious, and I don't like to be anxious. So there are times when I make a film or I film myself and all that, but it's not a lot of times, only because I don't know, I'm not that comfortable yet, and I'm trying. There are times when I do, when I'm with people and all that, because it just, in those moments I forget. But I think I'm over analyzing this now, but I'm not sure. But if I'm not, then that's good. But when I am with my friends, or when I'm doing something and I forget, I basically do it because I find that I'm able to just focus on the one thing. And when I'm by myself, sometimes I'm overreacting, overthinking things and all that, and it doesn't come out. And the perfectionist in me, even though I'm not perfect, but you have to aim high. And my thought is, if I don't do that, what tends to happen is that I get embarrassed. And I'm only human, Gosh, try doing a vlog every day. This is a 365-day journey. I know I could do better. I could go out, exert a lot of energy, because when Casey Neistat or Dan Mace or Will Dasovich makes their videos, it only takes them 5 minutes, right? You know, when they do the 1-day vlogs that they do. Try it. And yeah, I'm running out of things to say. No, I'm not. You know what's very interesting? I'm going to explain this to you because I think, based on my studies, it'll be good to explain it to someone, or to somebody, or to just be able to explain what I'm learning, or what I think I have put down. Peter Newman, he's a Danish, I think, or some sort of European, Danish or Swedish or something like that. He's an author. He's actually a professor, I think, from memory. I'm unsure. His background is he's a security consultant. Yeah, I think he is. He would be a security consultant because he gets insider information regarding, suicide attacks, or, he gets, yeah, he consults, or he would consult, and he's got good clout in terms of, I think, the European policy towards combating radicalization. Now, what I didn't know, right, when you talk about terrorists and all that, okay, I didn't know this for a thing, or it never really got me, is that when you have extreme views, there are some extreme views that are actually allowable in a democratic society, as long as it does not promote, it is not hate speech. You don't do hate speech. You, I think, don't act on your extreme views in a violent way. So correct me if I'm wrong, but you can basically, I'm not sure whether this is correct or not, but from what I've gathered is that there is this strain of Muslim or Islamic doctrine or thinking or ideology that is a Salafist movement, and based on that, there are people in England and all over the world actually that security or the government or everyone should, just because we live in a Western world, we should allow them to exist, or that type of thinking to exist, because that's what a democratic society is. I'm not sure if that's right or wrong. When a thinking is about against Western type of living, it would be living, right? It would be a Western type of living. You would then, as long as they don't act violently, like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I'm reading, or what I've understood from reading his book, in that, as a society, there is that type of Western society, there, or movement, or a thinking, that there is that type of way of life, or way of looking into everybody else, that allows, or that can basically have contrary or adverse thinking towards Western way of living, because they're like a sect, or because of the way Islam is being interpreted. I think that's what it is, a Salafist way. That I'm not sure if it's correct here in Australia, because my opinion, really, if my analysis towards it, if that is the case, shouldn't that be not allowable to exist within Western society? Because, or that type of thinking, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can be Muslim, moderate, but what is moderate? Is it having that kind of thinking, but you're not acting in a violent way, so therefore you're moderate? Or is it when you espouse that type of thinking, that you're allowed then or you're not allowed to exist within the society that you are espousing that view against. That you're basically, your views are against the society that you live in. And if you go to the extreme of that, or if you go to the if you act on it in a violent way, then that's the only time that you could be taken out or something, you know what I mean, like arrested or something like that, because it's bad, because it would hurt people, right? So I think my thinking is correct in that one, but I'm just confused if that is the case. Peter Newman, based on what I've understood with what he's saying, is that in Europe especially, you know what I mean, like it's like they're allowed to have their views and all that, as long as they live peacefully, like the Amish in America. You know what? That actually makes sense, because in America there's different areas, but if you go to Europe, where countries are not as big as America, they're not, you know what I mean, they can't go to different state, every single one of them has got to have that, so there will be a clash of civilizations, or a clash of ideologies. I just broke my pens thing, but anyway, I must have been really stressed out talking about it, because it is a pretty serious and scary topic to discuss, because I might just be talking about it, and I don't know who's watching my videos, and they could be like, you have to take him out. And hey guys, I'm not saying anything bad, okay? What I'm saying though is that it's just an analysis, because now that I think about it, there could be one day where utopian dream, everybody could get along, everybody could make peace with each other and things like that. But yeah, I don't know, you tell me below, what do you think, guys? I think this is one of those topics that is very important. I know in the beginning it's lighthearted and all that, and I did that for a purpose, because of this topic. Obviously I didn't want to do it in the beginning, because people will look at my videos and think, this guy's just talking shit and all that. And I am talking shit, but it's not. But when you think about it, my talking shit like this type of topic is not really talking shit, because it's pretty serious, isn't it? You see the tone. If I had music, I would be putting it there right now, because think about it. It's life and death situation. It could be your life and death. It could be your life and somebody else's death, or vice versa. And yeah, that is the fact of the matter at hand, and it's quite scary in the very notion that, I don't know, I'm still scared about it, even though I have to think of the big picture, the end game to it all, of how we should get along and live in a peaceful world, harmonious. Cooler heads will prevail, hopefully. And I think to myself, yeah, that is true. If cooler heads prevail, that would mean it'll be a peaceful world. But I think I've done a lot of reading. I think I must have, because what you guys don't realize is that I'm a very lazy guy when it comes to things. From my videos, you might not see it and all that, but look, I only do 1 minute videos here and there, because I have to think and all that, and there are moments and times when I don't really, feel like making a video, but then I made this challenge, so I have to do it every day. And anyway, so I've been studying this topic, or this course. This year is my 10th year. A workmate of mine actually laughed because we started studying together, right? She did accounting and I did this. And she's finished hers. She's pretty hardcore at studying. Whereas with me, I do like one topic, 1 year, then 2 topics maybe the year after, then one topic again, and then another one. So it's been a really long process, and what I have come to realize, or because of the amount of time that I've had to devote into studying, you know, there is time and space involved in my study, in that I have seen somewhat the thinking of security change, or the priorities. This, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like I studied it in 3 years, and that's like one presidential term, and then it's done, and they did their things, and then I don't have to think about it. But because it's 10 years, I've seen 2 administrations, right? Well, yeah, I think so. I'm not sure when I started, when George Bush was still president. I think it was Obama. And because it's history, you read a lot, and I tended to read a lot. Even though I wasn't studying, I was just reading, you know, world international relations, terrorism reports, you know, what's happening, following what's happening in the Middle East, anything that's got to do with conflict, or anything that, you know, that has perceived risk of security, right? I've had to read it just so that I can get an understanding. And what I have gleaned from years of study, even though it's not formal, right? Because I do a thing, and I always think that when you finish a topic, it becomes knowledge, right? And wisdom comes with experience. So I've gained knowledge compoundedly, but I think also because I've tried to apply analysis on things that's happened in the world, I've gained wisdom, very small, no mastery. Okay, I'm not a professor or anything like that. That's why I always say it's my opinion, and these are just things that I've read based on newspapers and all of that. And sometimes I've called things in my mind, and it's panned out to it, but then it's morphed into something else. And that's one of the things that's really made me come to realize, is that when you're studying something, especially security, terrorism and all that, they always talk about evolution. Man, things have changed from 2001 to today. You know, that was when 9/11 happened. Far out. That was a while ago. I was close. I was near 21 or 22. No, I would have been just started working in an office job, and I can clearly remember what happened that day. But anyway, I'm digressing into something else. Back to now. See, it's changed. Before, when it first started, the Western world did not really pay much attention to Islam's intricacies. There are obviously experts on the matter. I didn't know even at the time that there was branches like Sunni, Shia, Sufis, Wahhabist movement, Salafist. Gosh, I don't know. I'm missing quite a few there. It's just like Christianity, you know, Catholics, born-again Christian of some sort, Baptists, Anglicans, Protestants. But you know what? I've just noticed something. I can't seem to find a branch or thinking like, you know, Judaism is just the Jews. They're just one, you know? But I'm sure there would be different branches. I don't know yet. I haven't studied them because they're a small country. And, they do some bad things. Hey, on another note, Trump, or the administration, America, left the UN Human Rights Council, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know who the members are and all that. Only because I never really paid attention to that type of thing, especially the United Nations, because they've been helpful in the past, but as time has gone by, I think they're just there for show. You don't really hear about them making big things. They do like peacekeeping and all that, but they haven't really, or they have helped, obviously, but as time goes on, there have been major powers that, like America, that has really taken a step to it. But yeah, Trump, I had a big Facebook flame war with somebody. Obviously, they don't like Trump. Okay, they said a few things, so I got really, I got triggered, man. I got triggered hard. Not as a social justice warrior, but I just got triggered. So, just to troll them, I just wrote Trump, 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 and then I started, getting abused by these two guys. And then, yeah, so I said, you guys don't know nothing. And then they're like, you're, are you good? Are you good? That's it. So I said, are you good? And I said, well, I'm not going to say I'm good or not, because it's all subjective. And they're like, oh, you got to be good, you got to be good. But see, studying security and all that, my good could be your bad, and your bad could be my good, right? You have to think about that quite clearly, because it is subjective. So there's no point in me saying I'm a good guy. I can try to be a good guy, but what is a good guy? My good guy could be your bad guy. Like that. It's an endless loop. So anyway, back to Trump. America, I should say, in terms of Human Rights Council. What happened? So obviously I got that argument. I don't like being wrong, or I don't like not knowing what I'm trolling about, especially on the internet, because what you say stays, right? It stays. It does stay. It stays forever. It goes in some record into the great ether. And so I read, and I didn't even realize that China and Egypt were members at the moment, or council members, and I read this newspaper article that said that, hey, they're not really had a good track record, and the American ambassadors frankly said, you know what, we're over this. We can't be part of this council when even there are members that don't have really good track records trying to push issues that were straight away against Israel. And I was like, but I don't know. I hear Israel doing some crazy shit in the news a lot. But what I didn't realize was, every time they have a council meeting, no fail, Israel is always in the agenda. Every time. Somebody always says it, and somebody always brings them up as a permanent issue. And to me, I was like going, okay, so obviously there's other things, but the Americans are angry based on this article that I read. Is that they've had enough, because of the simple fact that, why do you always talk about it when you don't, there are topics here that could be discussed. We already know, you already raised about it. Why can't we move on and talk about something else? Because the agenda they're saying was it's very biased, and I think there are far greater things that they need to worry about, but they just didn't want a bar of it. That things needed to change. Now I'm not sure, I'm not an expert on it, because I only just read one article. So to me, as a challenge, obviously, I'm going to be reading up on it and exactly what agendas are in the United Nations Human Rights Councils when they have a meeting. That would be good to read. You know, you could do like a whole series of what each year is and all that, and then you can come up with a trend. If there are other things that are also raised within that that are always the same, then yeah, I would be like, well, the Americans, I don't know, they're probably just being biased towards commission. But if everything else changes, or you know what I mean, here and there, but then there's this one constant thing, even though everybody else or that topic also needed to be there all the time, and it's not there, then there's a problem, isn't it? It would be, because it wouldn't be fair, and that's not what it's all about. You know, you want help? Can you get me water, please? Thank you. Hey, you gotta talk nice. Thanks, baby. Anyway, look, she distracted me with her beautiful face. Yeah, back to the topic at hand. And hang on. She's like, no, I'm not drinking from that. No, go away. Bloody. Bloody women. Yeah, I will do it.
I drink from it, so that means you drink from it too.
Put some beer in there. No, I'm kidding. Go away.
No, I will never.
Yeah, that's the comic relief, guys. Okay? You know, in every video there has to be a well-placed comic relief that just cuts the tension. You know? Like a hot knife in butter. But anyway, how can you recover from that and go back to serious topics? You can't, or can you? You know? I'm just, oh my god, man. Anyway, if you haven't already, subscribe. If you've forgotten, hit it now. Press that notification bell and smash that like button. Yeah. So that's it. That's what I study. It's pretty, you know, in all the years that I've been doing it, it has been quite interesting. I can say confidently that I think my critical skills are improving. Not a lot, but you know, just enough that I can sort of have a glance at something and kind of get a gist of it. But the one thing I've done, no fail, constantly, year in and year out, is that I know this is bad practice, but every time I write an assessment, I only do one draft. Even, but it's changing. Okay, let's just say that. It's changing. Hang on, there's a goblin that's sneaking into my camp. I need to kill it. What the hell? What the? No. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, what's happening? You know what? I'm gonna have to restart this game because I've added mods to it, and I think I've glitched it out. And I was building this beautiful cathedral, man. It's taken me ages to get to this level. This is how many hours is this? Hang on. Let's have a look. Let's see. I'll tell you, cause guys, I have to tell you guys, cause it's important to me. You know, I want to share this to you because I think this is cool. This game right now, as it stands, or this save, this world is 70 hours worth of gaming. It's taken me to this level, so I don't know. Is that a lot of hours? Where I sit down in my ass and play it, and you know, try to shape my little what stonelings into this. It's actually a pretty good world. I like. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's an undead. I can go on a quest. Anyway, it's very bad when you get. Thank you, baby. All right, I got my proper cup now. Vader, the dark side. Hang on a second. I just have to do this, okay? Real quick, because I don't want my people to die. I love you guys, but I also love my stonelings. See? It's actually, what you don't realize is, I know it's a small screen and all that, but what you don't realize is, see this part here? I'm not sure whether you can see, but the faces normally have actual, you know, features and all that. But they're not here tonight. Why are they not here? Oh, for the sole purpose that my game is glitched. Yes. I'm into cities at the moment, or into brains. I'm doing this, and I should have been concentrating with you guys and all that, and hopefully I haven't lost your attention. I've been contemplating this week on what my plans are. What my plans are in future trips. I wanna do a trip, right? I wanna go to Alula Falls, but I'm not so sure whether I should go in the cold. I hate to admit it, age is starting to get to me. I'm not saying that, you know, that's very, very limiting to me, because you know, you can see a lot of people these days being told that you know, oh, error, yes, okay, but anyway, you get told how, you know, the 60-year-old is quite fit and all that. But yeah, man, they have to work hard on it, and they gotta watch out for themselves, right? So I can't just, holy shoot, I can't pause this game. Hang on, guys. There's orcs and all that. I need to bring my. Where's my army? Ah, I'm gonna die. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so clinchment. There you go. I got my knight. All right, they're all ready. Shearing. So there's a thing here, by the way. What you don't realize is I've put a stopper there. So. Oh look, they're just standing there. But anyway, I'll activate my troops so I can talk to you guys. Where I want to go. So Alula Falls. I want to go there soon. Probably on a weekend, I'm thinking. Because it's not going to be an overnight. I'll just do a video where I'm there. I'm going to visit the campsite. I'm gonna check out the place. I'm gonna I don't know, I might go for a swim. That would be cool. In the, hey Beefy, how's it going, man? Glad you joined. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Back to what I was talking about. It's really, I want to go for the swim underneath the waterfall there in Alula Falls. I want to take a really nice shot of what's happening in that, you know, in that space in winter time. So it'll be a 1-day trip hike, and I'll go there. I won't bring a lot of things. Age isn't getting to you, man. Ah, thanks, bro. No, 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 no. I'm a spring chicken. Yes, but no. That's the reason why I have to take this trip, because you have to shock your system with really, really good or really, really cold water. And what that does is, I've heard, or from what I have gathered, is it basically allows you to then, or your muscles and your DNA to come up with mechanisms to regenerate, and I'm hoping that that will give me an edge in my training against, people that are unfortunately younger than me. One love, one heart. Thanks. Yes. Thanks for that, Beefy. The commentator beef stew. What? Yes. So I'm gonna go there. No overnight stay. I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna try and make sure that obviously the video will be entertaining. I'm gonna work on my editing skills again, because I think it's really cool to be able to do that. If you develop something, I have to use it. I have to really use it. And I got my drone. I'll take my girls there so they can do their own things. My daughters will love it because they like making videos also. They've got their own channel. I'm not going to plug it because I want them to grow naturally, in terms of, I'm doing a study of, or my take anyway, that, I want to see whether they can progress, and it's all their effort, because that's what it's all about. That's what makes things special. Anything that's special is not meant to be easy. It's meant to be hard. And right now it's very hard. Like, again, I'm gonna harp on about it. 138 episodes. That's 138 days, right? Where I don't know how, well, I do know how they do it. They have to spend the whole day filming, looking for, Stonehearth. There's multiplayer now, Beefy. So, but it's still a bit buggy. But it's good. I love it. Yeah. So, they spend the whole day, right, making. Hang on, my guys are starving. Are the farmers making food also? Hang on, wait, what's happening? You know what? I'll turn on everyone. I gave him a holiday. That's why I wanted to give him a holiday. Oh, there's no more meat. Far out. Because my trapper is not doing the job. No one's doing anything. Because I'm a very benevolent king, I allow them to have a holiday. Yes, so it's Stonehearth. Oh, you can't see it, Beef. Hang on. Stonehearth. Anyway, resume. So yeah, that 1-day trip, gotta do it. Gotta have that achievement. Life is a game. There's no two ways about it. Life is a game. Or if you play life like how you play your games, I'm talking about games that you really put work into and achieve success, right? If you apply that, thanks. Yeah, I will feed them food. Yeah, they're dying. No, they're not dying. They're gonna get it. I've already set some things. It's really good because you know it's all automated, but each single one of these players or each single one of these tunes have life and all that. They you know what I mean? They're doing things, and I'm leaving alone the thing starving. There's only 2 people starving, so that means there is food there. But if you play life, like how you play a game that you're really serious, you will succeed. And these are the things that you know. Like I've it's taken me a while to really get to where I am in terms of thinking, mentality, and all that. And I think that's happened, or I think that was achievable, all for the simple fact that I took things slowly, like my studying. Man, I'm not finished yet, eh? I've got a long way to go. No, not a long way to go actually. I'm nearing the end, but 10 years. My workmate laughed because she wasn't sure I was gonna get a degree for it. She actually said, "Oh, are you gonna? You know, I don't think you're gonna get anything back for that. You know, it's it won't be recognized." Then I thought about it. I go, no, wait a second. I can still apply for credit, right? All I have to do is demonstrate that I really understand the topic. So all those years that I've spent reading, and I can tell you, I'm not shitting you. This is not bragging or anything like that. I've read a lot of books because they take me on a journey, and I've been consistent with, yeah, I have been consistent in that every time I pick up a book, even if I hate it, far out, it's a struggle, but I have to finish it. And I do this sometimes. I go to the library, right, and I get myself in there on the aisle, and I'm like walking along, walking, and I'm walking, and then I just go tick, and whatever book I touch. So obviously I have to walk in a really nice area because I can't pick up porn now, can I? Because if I do, that would be very bad. What was that wallet saver thing you were telling me about? Ah, it's called Acorns, man. Acorns. ACORNS. That's the app. I'm not sure whether they're still called Acorns because my one in Australia, it changed to Raiz. RAIZ. That's the new name for it. But yeah. So when I go to the library, that's what I do, you know. I get it, I read it, and there were some topics there that they were plain useless. But most of the times I tended to hang around the like security, politics, you know, history, so things like that. But then there are moments also where I don't do that. Like I can count that with one or two hands, right? How many times I did it. But remember, I go there and I also get books. And let's buy books. Kindle. Love Kindle. It's good. It's great. I've recently discovered Audible. That's awesome. That's how I got to get my conclusion or understanding of Peter Newman's topic, which is radicalization, the jihadist thinking, how to try and fight it and all that. Not really fight it. I think it's just to understand and get to know better. Hopefully, none of my troops died because they're walking around. Oh my gosh! One guy died. Navin Boltuz. That was from that. That's not from starvation, guys. He died because he died from the goblins, and that's why my guys are coming back now. See, they're coming back inside the. This is the city gates, by the way. This is my city gates. yeah, so I've read a lot. No brag again, like I said. It's just something that I do, that I've done. No worries, man. I'll catch you later, Beef. Have a good one. I'll see you in game, obviously. Peace. Again, before I forget, don't forget to comment below what you think. Thanks for whoever's watching this video. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for the likes. I know you're gonna like, because there are moments in there where even I thought this is a great stream. I did say to you guys that I was gonna get another person. I tried to convince my wife tonight to have a vlogcast of some sort for this stream, but she says she doesn't want to. She just wants to do the comic relief towards me, obviously. Yeah. Emmanuel, I think you need to come and visit me, or I need to go visit you, and we can do another stream there. I can do another stream there with you. I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe on that day that I go for the daily, the 1 day trip, you could come with me. That'd be good. You know, you and the kids. It'll be a good trip, man. Yeah, maybe. Or I'll take my kids, just my kids, and I could take you there by myself, just you and me, buddy. Right? It's nearing the end, guys. I can't believe I've lasted this long. Hopefully, I did not get you guys to think too seriously, because time and space means we are hurtling through to the great unknown. Hopefully, our brilliant minds on Earth are able to guide us, and or at least see ahead. I watched the show Mars the other day on Netflix. Awesome show. Not as good as The Expanse, obviously, because The Expanse is way ahead in terms of science fiction, or no, trajectory wise. But actually, they're both you know, if you have to look chronologically, timeline wise, they would fit, right? That is so awesome. The oh, what? Who's this? Naveen Bolt knows. What? Oh my gosh. Anyway, see, this has gotten very, very weird, this game, because of those mods that I started. Where was I? Yes, it's nearing the end of the stream. I want to thank everyone for, you know, for all the things that you have done in terms of subscribing. Again, I really want to get that plaque. I was thinking I was gonna put it like here somewhere. I don't know if you can see it. That would be like next to that part there. I want it there. That would be good, you know, having it there. It'll be like my Steam achievements that I've been collecting. So remember, it's all about achievements, isn't it? It's all about that end game. Like I said, it's very hard. I hope that, you know, I don't think it's about. It is about entertaining you guys, but on the same note, I think it's about taking you on a journey. My journey, our journey through time and space, man. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this, and I'll see you guys later. I hope you've had fun. Don't forget to subscribe. Again, I can't say that enough. I want to thank all of you. I know I'm looking over there. It's because I want to make sure that you guys have a good ending. Okay? In terms of not a happy ending, but a good ending. I'm gonna screen this out. I'll catch you guys later. hope you've enjoyed the stream again. Thank you. Thanks everyone.